Hey everybody, it's Anthony, and as most of you who watch my videos or read my blog know, I love independent content. If you sit in front of a camera, like I'm doing here, talk to your audience, write blog articles, do vlogs, create funny videos, on your home computer, I love that kind of stuff. I mean, it gets me every time. And I would rather watch that kind of video and read that kind of content or engage in that kind of content than pretty much anything else. Anybody can drop a couple of $1 million or a couple of $1,000 and create this stunning viral video with cool special effects and things like that. But it takes work, and it takes courage to create independent, non-funded content, and that's the kind of content that just grabs me. And most people who do independent content pretty much turn to YouTube as their model of distribution, and they have done so for years. I've been doing videos on YouTube probably for about 4 years now, 3 years, and I know just about everybody who does videos or music or stuff like that pretty much comes to YouTube with it, because that's the place to go, where you can not only post your content and reach millions of people, but you can also make money if people watch your videos. And I'm making this video because I think we need to reconsider the YouTube model a bit. And my thought process was spurred by a vlogger and content creator called Nixie Pixel. She is an independent producer of content who has been doing Linux videos and tech videos and gaming videos for the past couple of years, and is not making enough from her videos, even though they're wildly popular, to actually make ends meet. So she's having to take odd jobs and do modeling and programming or whatever else she does just to make ends meet. And I thought, how sad this is. You have this person who's putting their heart and soul into creating content, who's creating great content, who's creating content that thousands of people really like, and yet she's not able to support herself by doing that, and that's really sad. And I think the reason that's the case is because she's on YouTube, and YouTube supports content creators by paying for the ads that are displayed on their videos. That's how I make my money on my videos. When you watch an ad, I get paid. It's only a couple of pennies, and so I don't get paid a lot, but I do get paid. And I think that that's a very antiquated model, and a model that we need to move past. Because to be honest, you're not really going to make any money unless you have a really big name, right? The Scott Hanselmans of the world are going to make money. The Brian Lundukes of the world are going to make money. Those type people are going to make money. The Jupiter Broadcastings, the people who have names and have built up, their reputation. People like me, not so much. I'm an unknown guy who's just sitting in front of a video camera and talking to you. I think the most I've ever made off of YouTube content is like $200 to $300 in a month. And on average, I make $50–60. It's nothing to write home about. And it's definitely not going to pay the bills. And I suspect that Nixie was probably facing something along those lines. Probably not maybe $50–60 a month, but she definitely wasn't making enough to support her lifestyle and to support, to support herself without having to find outside work. And so she turned to a company called Patreon. And I really believe that companies like Patreon are the future for independent content creators. And I think we need to seriously start looking at them. So what Patreon is a way to directly get funded by your audience. So instead of getting paid per video view, just a couple of pennies, Nixie can go out and tell the community, here's the deal. If you like what I do, donate money every month. Pledge to donate some money every month to me. And I'll use that money to live and to pay bills and all of that great stuff. But I'm also going to use it to continue to create good content. And so far, she has raised about $4,000 in pledges per month. She's got about $4,000 of guaranteed income, pledged income per month. And that'll vary a little bit, but for the most part, she's got at least $3,000 a month that she can probably count on. I'm pretty sure that Nixie has never made that much in YouTube revenue. And I might be wrong. She might be just so wildly, amazingly popular that she's making $5,000 a month, but I doubt it. And Patreon allows her to directly engage in her audience. She's got this great page. She's got videos promoting it. She's got a hangout going on right now discussing it. It's this whole community thing where YouTube doesn't really let you do community. And so I really think that independent producers need to begin moving away from YouTube. I know it's really hard to do, but they need to begin looking at models that allow their audience to directly interact with them and to directly fund them and contribute to their livelihood. Because, you know, if you enjoy the content that independent production brings you, then why not put a little bit of money behind it, right? You know, why not? And it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $1 or $2 or $10 or whatever you can afford. But why not put a little bit of money behind it as a way to say thank you, not only to the producer, but, you know, as a way to contribute and validate the content. You know, if somebody's doing really crappy content, they're not going to make any money on Patreon. If somebody's doing fantastic content, they're going to make quite a bit of money on Patreon, as I suspect Nixie will in the coming time. So what do you think? Do you think that YouTube's model of making money for content producers is going the way of the dinosaur? Is it dying? Is it time that we move past it? Is it time that we actually as a community kill it and move to something more direct? Or do you think YouTube's just fine and it's just that independent producers need to work harder to get their audience involved? Personally, I believe we need to move past it. I believe that we need to directly engage with our audience, and I think that we need to stop relying on the crumbs that YouTube and Google give us as independent content producers, and begin going to our audience and saying, hey, if you value the content we're producing, if you like what we're doing, then kick in a couple of bucks, right? Put your money where your mouth is, kind of. You know, I'm personally not going to do that because I'm a guy sitting in front of a video camera who looks like this, and you know, I don't think I'd actually make any money. But I think that for people who really want to make money and who have a strong audience that values their content, I think that it's a definite option. What do you think? Leave a comment or even a video response. I love those. So talk soon, guys. Have a great one.